here today reflecting on this expression wall, and we're putting our words into thought on what it means to us.
The children who were lost in Newtown will forever be our angels. Only heroes come out of this.
I wrote, take action before tragedy.
For the souls lost, we mourn.
I think all of us remember very clearly the Friday afternoon when we heard that there had been a terrible tragedy in the state of Connecticut.
When I heard about Newtown, I was actually with my friends. I couldn't believe that someone would actually go into school with children and slaughter them the way they did.
Around the country, what we've seen has been a change in attitude, a change in thinking, a change in perspective on the issues of gun violence.
At first, it didn't hit me. Once it really hit, it became so scary. Saying, where are you safe?
It could happen anywhere at any time.
We can't let things like this happen again.
After Newtown, what I thought we should do as a community at John Jay is to bring our resources and our feelings of hurt and pain together in a community space. And in remembering Newtown, that we take action in response to this tragedy.
Nobody pays attention to real issues until something happens, and I think it's time for us to take a change and be proactive instead of reactive.
This is more activism and more spreading the word.
If there is a will, there is a way.
So I'm delighted to see that the community has responded and that we have these ideas that have come forward for forums, for poetry, for dramatic performances, for today's Remembering Newtown Memorial Wall. And I hope that through these activities we will actually come together as a community, stronger in our commitment to do something about gun violence.
Pow, pow, our mother buries her son. Pow, pow, we got kids playing with guns.
Bullets as friends? Who needs an enemy?
Newtown does not want to be remembered as the town of the tragedy. We want to be remembered as a bridge to a new and kinder world.
Children lose their lives needlessly, so there are actions that need to be confronted and looked at and explored at every level.
The hushing lullaby of her skin being burned open by the sun's ray that metamorphed into a bullet. It's crazy how the world can forget a tragedy when it's no longer aired on the news.
I find it very hard to accept that if I kill somebody by mistake, I will face consequences, but if an officer kills somebody by mistake, there is no consequences whatsoever.
Gun violence? Has it a brain? Does it live? Not it only helps the weak to be stronger, to conquer others. Fooled myself with the naming of this poem, I apologize. What I should have really named it, Humanity Violence.
Try to teach kids not to pick up a gun. Picking up a gun is not the solution to anything, but it's the beginning of many problems.
We blame the crazies and the sick for what they've done, yet can we blame the society for what we become? From the music, movies, and games that desensitize the youth, yet parents walk around blindly without staring at the truth.
Stigmas like that are created around people with mental illnesses also shape our issue in society about people with mental illness. So it becomes a fear to come out and say, well, I think something is wrong with me.
Those people that had the bravery to not only confront their loss, but to try and convert it into action so that some good could come out of this horror or, if I may slightly alter a phrase, they speak truth to the violence that besets this country every single day. And they will continue speaking truth to that violence until we make the kind of progress that we as a nation so richly deserve and we will earn, because we will have to earn this one, I assure you.
We're taking our own lives, and not by suicide, but by homicide, locked doors behind bars and prisons with no freedom due to a drive-by, due to a stand-by, due to a bike-by. All I think about,
You get round applause.
oh, how I yearn for the days of natural cause deaths, but all I hear about is bodies gunned down, gunshots to the heads, to the chest. All I think about is may their souls rest in peace. Let's take a stand today for the ones who lost their lives to the gun due to violence in the streets. Let's take a stand. Let's put a stop to the gun violence in our schools and our streets. Let's take a stand for you, for me. Let's take a stand for the ones who lost their lives by the guns. Let's take a stand for their families. Let's take a stand today. Gun violence today needs to stop, needs to cease. Thank you.
In this time for all of us of incomprehension and sorrow, one thing is clear. We are in desperate need of a new path forward to address our epidemic of gun violence. This time we will change. This time, with our deepest resolve, we will turn this time of tragedy into a time of transformation. We will turn our pain into love. A movement has begun, a movement that will take us to a safer, more peaceful, and more loving place. Thank you.
What should we do? What should us Americans do? What should our government do? Most importantly, what should John Jay do?